Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Pramod Pandey. In this lecture, we will talk about the IFRS S2 sustainability related second standard, which is very specific to the climate related. Again, you just need to go through the things which are out there. Disclosures which need to be mandatory, which are something necessary, which need to be given, which are very specific to the climate related risks and opportunities, and what are their impact on the financial or the businesses, and what are their targets. If there would be any things that how we can achieve, if they are certain, like there are some certain mitigations things, how we can avail them in terms of the climate, and what are the, if there would be any target that we're setting on, how we can achieve that, and then how it would be integrated with the financial reporting. Again, you will be talking about the 4 points which are out there: the governance, strategy, and risk management. In the governance is still, you will talk about who going to manage the climate related risks and opportunities, who has been assigned to do. Second thing, what are the possible course of action you will be doing whenever there would be in a risks, opportunities, business impact, reliances, and time horizon for your climate related disclosure, climate related, right? Risk management means the person who is going to assessment, do the assessment, prioritization, monitoring, and the integration into the overall risk process. Then again, metrics and target are nothing but they basically do the monitoring. Whatever the activities has been defined as in governance, strategy, and risk management, who is going to look after them? It is nothing but the measurement of GCH emissions, scope 1 and 2, 3, climate risks, opportunities, capital deployment, internal carbon pricing, and execution emission link, include your external assurance, if any. These are the certain things which you need to go through. Again, if this standard would be having technical article, I would recommend you to go through the lecture if this has been possible or provided by the Kasisar, or go through the technical article. I think that would be more than enough. Like, what are the certain things that could go wrong? Again, these are exactly the same point which are out there. It could be that incomplete or inconsistent reporting of climate risk and opportunity. The metrics or target do not define or unclear. There's no person who is monitoring the metrics, right? There's no person who has been governed to do this. If someone who is not governed is taking the role of managing or looking after the risks and opportunities, and this is a concern area, and what wrong it could go wrong, right? Lack of integration with the risk management or financial statement, and no explanation of assumption methods or external assurance. So these are the certain things that could go happen, that could go wrong in a paper. Is it clear? With this, we are done with the standard, which is again a small one. In the next lecture, we would be dealing with the ISO 19, right? And then ISO 41, and there's some standard which are left, right? So with this, take care, have a good time. I will see you in the next one.